Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and continuing my series where I'm ranking the Doctor Who seasons, we're at season 24, and I hear a lot of you cheering in the background. To be fair, season 24 is vastly underrated, and not the dumpster fire some people make it out to be. So Sylvester McCoy's first season, we're going to be ranking the stories, and the thumbnail has a picture of all of them. Maybe that's a ranking for the whole season. So I'll do that at the end. I'll put it up there and rank the season as a whole, in my opinion, where I think it fits. I like that. That's a good idea, actually. So if you watch my videos regularly, you know that C is average for me. If the story is in C, it's an average story. Not bad, not extraordinary, just average. Decent. It's fine. It's okay. Anything above C is above average. Anything below C is below average. Seems simple enough for me. Time and the Ronnie. Going straight into C. I like Time and the Ronnie. I think it's underrated. I think knowing all of the behind-the-scenes issues this story had, including originally being written for another Doctor, I think it's pulled off pretty well. I like some of the special effects. Some of the special effects I don't like. Some of the special effects look good for the time, but have aged badly, including the opening. And I love having Kato Mara back, because Kato Mara just looks like she's having a ball the whole time. She does. I think the Tetrap outfits look really nice. The makeup on the inhabitants of the planet looks really good. It's nice to have Benedict Cumberbatch's mom back in this one as well. Another classic Who story for her. And then I enjoy it. And it's got some good incidental music. But again, some of the special effects let it down, for sure. Paradise Towers, solid A tier for me. I like Paradise Towers a lot. Okay, I'm tempted to bump it into B tier. It's either low A or high B. I'm going to leave it at A for now. I have a feeling if I was ranking like every Doctor Who story ever, though, it would push down into B. It really needs to be here. Like a B plus or an A minus. And I think if I ever do another video where I rank all the stories, I did that once a long time ago, I would have to have like A pluses and minuses and all that. I like Paradise Towers, though. It's not perfect, but I enjoy it. I like the fact the Kanes speak their own languages in it. I actually like Richard's performance in this, pre and post possession. He's fine. I think it's a creepy, scary story that if it had been filmed in the 70s would look like a creepy, scary story. But because it's done in that season 24 overlit, campy style, the execution of the story is at odds with the subject matter of the story, if that makes sense. But you have a lot of stuff going on here. Body possession, murder, people being drugged down garbage disposals. It's a pretty dark story. If you read a novelization of it and were picturing it in your head, pretty dark story. But I like it. Again, not quite sure if it should be A or B tier, but I'm going to leave it in A. For now, we have Delta and the Bannerman. It's going to go in F for me. It's not all bad. Now, keep in mind that when I'm doing Modern Who, I'll have to have a G tier. F tier is not the bottom tier for me. The G tier is the garbage tier. But I don't put that in classic Doctor Who rankings because no story quite reaches that for me. Even my least favorite story of classic Doctor Who, which is Mind Warp, I don't think it's complete garbage. It has things I like about it. And Delta's the same way. There are positive things about Delta. Like I do like Riley in it a lot. She's pretty cool. And some of the music's good. Some of the music's really bad. But I mean, it has these humorous moments. I like Bertram or whatever his name is, the guy who runs the little camp they're at, the holiday grounds. He's awesome. But you have these funny moments, and then you see an entire busload of people get killed. It's like, entire busload of people get killed. And you're like, the Doctor's going to save them and bring them back, right? No. They're just dead. All because the one guy was clumsy, which is supposed to be comedy, but no, a whole busload of people dead. We see Ken Dodd get brutally murdered. I say that like I really know who Ken Dodd is, but I'm an American. I do not, but I know it was stunt casting, and apparently he was a very funny man. And then let's not forget what happened at the very beginning of the story. Genocide. That's a fun one. Remember when we saw all the army people getting killed? That's genocide, folks. But to be fair, the 80s had this weird thing about genocide in family shows. Thundercats. How does Thundercats start out? Genocide. The planet Thundera gets destroyed and blown up, and then all of the Thunderian ships are fleeing, and then they all get destroyed except the one that our main Thundercats are on. All the other ships, if you've seen the beginning of it, because they form a circle to protect the main ship, sacrificing themselves to try to protect it, they all get shot down. That's right, folks. The first episode of Thundercats, right at the beginning, you see genocide. And there's, what's another one? Oh, Transformers the movie. Anyone who's ever seen the animated Transformers the movie. Remember the planet that gets eaten right at the beginning? The one that has a whole planet full of people running around, including kids? We see kids in the intro. Whole planet gets eaten. Everybody gets killed except the one guy who gets away, who gets killed later in the movie. Genocide. So if you're a kid from the 80s, you're sitting down with the family, there's a strong chance you might see genocide. Fun for the family. Interesting times, the 80s. But yeah, I don't get into Delta and the Bannermen. It's one of my least favorite classic Doctor Who stories. And then for Dragonfire is a solid B for me. Solid B. Nice introduction to Ace. I like the alien that's in it. The one that's, of course, obviously a rip-on alien. I like the fact that the creature is actually benign in it. He's not actually a bad person. The guy playing Kane is great. And of course it has Glitz in it. Love Glitz. And it's nice seeing Glitz interact with Seven. That's pretty cool. It's kind of interesting how Glitz does some pretty horrible stuff in this story, like with his crew and everything. But we still forgive him because Tony just plays him as that lovable rogue so much that Seven even lets Mel go off with him, considering what the guy just did to his crew. But we love him because Tony just plays that role so well. So I give it a solid B. Plus, I like the ending, the whole Raiders of the Lost Ark ending. Season as a whole, probably just a C. Average. I think it's average. Maybe a little below average. I mean, I like all the stories, but I don't know if it's average as a whole season. Okay, we're going to go D. Slightly below average. Not the dumpster fire some people would think it would be, putting it further down. Little below average, because I don't think classic Doctor Who has a bad season. And 24 is not my least favorite season, but it's definitely not, and it's not average good for classic Doctor Who. Maybe it's average good if we're adding in modern Doctor Who. Maybe it's above average if we average in modern Doctor Who. Might have to bump it up to B tier. But I think just for classic seasons, D, just slightly below average, still good, is where I fall on that. So that's how I would rank them. One, maybe A story or strong B story, another B story, a C story, and one just terrible story. Culminating in what I think is still a good, but, under average season. Underrated, but under average season. So I want to know what you think of these stories and season 24 and how you would rank them and what you think of my ranking of them. Comment down below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, all that other fun stuff. Links to the Amazon wishlist, the Amazon UK wishlist. The P.O. Box is down there as well if there's anything you'd like to send me to look at and review. I'm also a big Transformers fan. Feel free to send Transformers. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons, Colin Coney, Finn Perkins, Unknown289, and Androzani Major. I appreciate their support as I do the support of all of my patrons. Most importantly, thank you for watching.